Dear viewers, welcome to e-learning at ease. In this video, we are going to discuss the qualitative and quantitative research methods in detail. Before going into the video, subscribe e-learning at ease.
Now we are going to see two types of research based on the nature of information used. Okay, so this two types of research are not on the basis of the result oriented கிடையாது, based on the information used for research. Okay, whatever information you are using for research, okay, based on the information, based on the nature of the information, we are classifying, we are going to see the types of research. Okay, the first type of research is qualitative research. The second type of research is quantitative research. Okay, now we'll see what is qualitative research. Okay, if the information used in the research is not measurable in numbers, okay, it's not measurable. Okay, you can read this. Okay, qualitative research is used to gain in-depth understanding of human behavior. Okay, can you measure human behavior in numbers? Human behavior a number சொல்ல முடியுமா? Can you measure that? Can you measure experience of human experience? Okay, I was traveling from Chennai to Delhi through aeroplane. That experience was great. You can only narrate that. You cannot measure the experience. Okay, so the attitudes, you cannot measure the attitudes of human intentions. You cannot measure the intention. You can only narrate. Okay, you can understand or you can only narrate. You cannot measure the intention in numbers. Okay, and motivations also you cannot narrate. You cannot measure in numbers. On the basis of observation, the researcher will observe and he will note down that. And interpretation. Okay, so by seeing someone's behavior, you will interpret. Okay, uh, by seeing his face, you will interpret. அவன் வந்து ரொம்ப கோவமா இருக்கான், மூஞ்சிய பார்த்தாலே தெரியுது அப்படின்னு நீயா நினைப்பீல, அதுதான் இன்டர்பிரட்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகேவா? இன்டர்பிரட்னா அவன் வந்து டென்ஷனா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கான் அவனை பார்த்தா, அவன் பிஹேவியரை பார்த்தா அப்படின்னு. That kind of thing is interpretation. By seeing someone, you will judge that I think he is very angry. By seeing his face, I am thinking that he is very angry. Okay, that kind of thing is interpretation. Okay, so interpretation, find out the way people think and feel. Okay, so you cannot measure the way, the thinking of the people, the feelings of the people. It is a form of research in which the researcher gives more weight to the views. Okay, you cannot measure the views. Okay, you can only note down the views. The feelings you cannot measure. Opinion you cannot measure. You can only narrate. Thoughts you cannot measure. Thoughts of the participants. You can see here. The nature of data is verbal and narrative. You cannot use the here the nature of data used here is only verbal and narrative. You cannot say experience. I have a great experience. I'm 90 percentage. I was happy. You cannot say that in percentage. You cannot say attitudes in numbers. Okay, it will be I'm very happy. Okay, you can say that was a thrilling experience. Okay, it will be narrative and it will only be verbal. Okay, the information that you are going to use for this kind of research, in qualitative research, that cannot be expressed in numbers, that cannot be measured in numbers. It can be only narrated and it will be only verbal. Okay, so if a research is conducted using this qualitative data, that is the data, the human behaviors, attitudes, which are not measured in terms of numbers, that kind of research is called qualitative research. Example for qualitative research is the marketing researches you are conducted to find out the human behavior, um, how the consumers are behaving inside air conditioned restaurant, how the consumers are behaving inside in the non air conditioned restaurant. Okay, how people are behaving while standing in queues. Okay, so these kind of researches can be done using qualitative type of researchers. Okay, so for collecting information, for collecting this qualitative researches, okay, there are three methods for collecting qualitative researches. Okay, information about qualitative researches. Okay, uh, the first one is focus group. The second one is depth interview. The third one is photoethnography. Okay, in focus group, you will see uh, there will be one moderator. Okay, one person called moderator. Okay, the researcher, யார் research எடுக்கிறாங்களோ அவன் இருப்பான். Okay, 10 participants on whom the research is being conducted. Those 10 participants or 8 to 10 participants will be there. That for moderator will create some situation. For a situation create பண்ணுவார். Okay, so he will give one topic and ask the opinions of the 10 members, 10 participants, how அவங்க ஒப்பீனியன் கேட்பாங்க. They will create some situation. அங்கே ஒரு கோவப்படுற மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் கிரியேட் பண்ணி, and in that situation they will note, the others will observe, the moderator will observe and take down how the participants are behaving in that situation. What is the behavior of the participants? They will take down the behavior, attitude of the participants. They will take down everything. Okay, so they will use that narration in their research. Okay, and then they will they will collect information about the people's attitude through personal interview. Okay, so in personal interview, in-depth interview is personal interview. Okay, and the participants will be interviewed individually. Individually, they will be asked questions. They will asked about their feelings will be asked. Their experience will be asked. All the information are being recorded in a narrative form, in a verbal form. Okay, that is depth in focus group. The people will be called as groups, but in in-depth interview, the people will be interviewed separately, individually. Okay, that is in-depth interview. Using these two types, they will collect information. Okay, they will collect the qualitative information, the information which cannot be measured in numbers. Okay, they will use that information for that research. Okay, finally, one more thing is there, photoethnography. Photoethnography means in the first two type of data methods, that is depth interview and in focus groups, the participants will know that these people are conducting some research using them. Okay, but in photoethnography, the participants are unknown. For example, they will take photographs of a particular situation. For example, they will take photographs of the behavior of people in while standing in queues. They will take photographs. They will take videographs without the knowledge of the participants. Okay, they will take photographs of the restaurant. They will take CCTV footages of the restaurants. They will take CCTV footages. In that CCTV footages, they will observe how people are behaving. Okay, they will interpret, and the researcher will write what he observes. People எப்படி பிஹேவியர் பண்றாங்கன்னு அதை பார்த்து அவன் எழுதுவான். Okay, that is in the narrative form, the researcher will write. Okay, that is photoethnography. Through videos, through CCTV footages. Okay, the researcher will observe the behavior of the participants, and he will give answer. He will collect data, collect information. And these three methods are used for collecting information about individuals, about the participants, about the persons on whom we are conducting research. Okay. So, and then the next we saw quantitative research. Okay, in quantitative research, okay, we are this the information, the data used in this research is measured in terms of numbers. Okay, in this research, all the data which are used being measured in numbers. For example, the weight of the the weight of the participants. Okay, weight can be measured, the height of the participant, the age of the participants, not only human. Okay, all the data which are used. Okay, sales of a particular organization for the month. Okay, if a research is done using numerical data, okay, using the data which are measurable in numbers, that kind of research is called quantitative research. Okay, so all the researchers, fundamental research, descriptive, everything you can say here. Okay, in descriptive, if you want to learn about we saw an example, Chennai real estate markets, uh, uh, trend in Chennai's real estate market, the sales trend. Okay, that is quantity. The customer's preference, we saw one example. No, we saw in the second example of the descriptive research, we saw why customers are preferring Milky Bar than Kit Kat. That is qualitative. The first one is quantitative, that is qualitative. So whenever a research is conducted using measurable data, measurable numbers, that is called quantitative. Okay, whenever the research is conducted on human behaviors and the data which cannot be measured in numbers, that kind of research is called qualitative research. Okay, so quantitative research can be data can be collected through survey. You know what is survey? Through a set of questions will be asked through paper, through Google form. Okay, a link will be sent to you, your mobile number, your age, weight. Okay, quantitative data will be asked from you and through papers. Okay, and then through personal interviews, they will collect data. Okay, so that's it for today's class. With this, all the types of data are over.
Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe e-learning at ease.